you are. We extend a very warm welcome. Today is the 469th webinar during lockdown, during this pandemic, and it is dedicated to making education relevant. Like doctors, nurses, paramedical people, they are great warriors. Similar way, our teachers, our principals, our educators, our technocrats, our vice chancellors, our directors, they all, whether in school or in college or in university or in polytechnic or in ITIs, wherever they are, including the skill development, competencies building, they all are great warriors. They have done a great job. 1.86 billion children away from schools, colleges and institutions. Aradhana Rana ji and Shri Kamal Agarwal ji. We extend both of them a very warm welcome, very hearty welcome. What a pleasure to have them from India. And I think India also, weather is quite nice today and things are getting better, things are improving quite a bit. So let's start the evening, because this is basically making education relevant, empowering education ecosystem. So in that, सबसे पहले हमको ये पता लगे कि आज जो लोग हमारे साथ जुड़ रहे हैं, जो शख्सियत हमारे साथ आई हैं, let them tell something about themselves, about their school, and what exactly is the focus and how do they look at it. About a minute or two we'll devote on that, both of them. And as a mark of respect, we'll start with Madam Aradhana Rana ji, and then I will request Kamal Agarwal ji. Aradhana ji.
Thank you, Dr. Sharma. Thank you very much, and very honored to be on a panel of, such a glorious kind of work you are doing. So let me introduce myself. I'm Aradhana Rana. I'm the founder principal of the Icon Public School, which is in Ahmednagar. Ahmednagar is a district in Maharashtra near Shirdi. If you know, a lot of people confuse it with Ahmedabad. It's not. It's in Maharashtra. Now, I also, like Dr. Sharma, I belong to the Army fraternity, and we set up this school, my husband and I, we set up this school after he retired. And now it is a senior secondary school. We started with absolutely the pre-school group, and now it's about 13 years old and it's a senior secondary school. So I've been through this journey. Before that, I've been a teacher throughout my life, and somewhere principal wherever we got posted. So besides being the principal of the school, I also write books and the author of many books on communication skills and spoken English. And besides that, I'm an ardent traveler. So I have visited a lot of countries, so a lot of exposure, and with the view of education. So with this background, I feel that, and you know, I'm very passionate about education in India, changing forms of education in India. So NEP is a lot of interest to me. So when this thing was offered to me to speak on this forum, I was really happy, because they are, I think, concentrating a lot on overall development and making education life relevant, which is, I think, something I really believe in. And I'm a very practical person as such, very pragmatic about things. So, when you look underneath whatever is on the surface, I think you find a lot that you can do. A lot of it, I do not really believe in a lot of paperwork that goes along, but how you can make education life relevant is really the crux of what I believe in. So very happy to be on the show, Dr. Sharma. So
thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Such a pleasure. A little more that. Is it a co-ed, and how many students?
Yes, Icon Public School is a co-ed school, and we have about 800 students. And in 11th and 12th, we offer science and commerce both. And it's I think one of the finest infrastructures we've got in not only in the city, must be in the district. And what I'm very proud about the school is the human resource. Very proud that we have the finest teachers, available. And during this pandemic, in these very trying times, they've done such a wonderful job of online teaching. The kind of training they've gone through. We've just gone through a super teacher training for all our staff. and the kind of apps they're using, the response that we've got to online teaching. So whichever webinar I speak on, I mean, people are really amazed. Most of them, I think they don't believe me when I say that the pandemic has come as such a blessing to us, because our students, our teachers, the kind of empowerment they have been through, I think it couldn't have been done without going through this period. So everything, comes at a price. And whatever price we are paying, it's definitely worth it for education, if nothing else.
Wonderful. What a pleasure. What a pleasure. What a pleasure. Ma'am, you mentioned about two things. One is communication skills and then your teachers empowerment. So we'll emphasize in the next round that. Kamal Agarwal ji, hearty welcome to you. आपसे निवेदन है कि अपना कैमरा ठीक कर लीजिए. The journey has to move on. Something very interesting has come. Madam talked about communication skills and recently some teachers training programs. And with regard to our friend Kamal Agarwal ji, he told that we are very good at infrastructure planning and HR planning. Okay, because CA part I will not touch because I do not know mathematics. Those are from Army Forces background. They are very poor at maths. I don't know about ma'am's husband, but हमको पैसा नहीं गिनना आता है. पैसा आता
That's true.
ठीक है. So the thing is, वो मैं touch नहीं करूँगा. But I'll take other two areas and I'll take on some USPs from you. Interesting, because a lot of people are watching from world over. And if the children are coming from overseas, a lot of non-resident Indians are there. Those are very keen. हम रहें तो abroad. कुछ लोग वापस भी आना चाहते हैं. लेकिन आप कंबल को छोड़ना चाहते हैं. कंबल आपको नहीं छोड़ता. क्योंकि बच्चे वहीं पड़े हुए हैं. सब कुछ वहीं हुआ है. अब वो वापस कैसे आए? और दूसरा, जो ग्रैंड चिल्ड्रन है, उनको जब वो भारत की स्टोरी सुनाते हैं और भारत के बारे में बताते हैं, तो मनोज कुमार की मूवी से देखा ना कि भारत का रहने वाला हूं, भारत की बात सुनाता हूं, अलग बात है. लेकिन वो बच्चों को ऐसा एलियन लगता है. हाउ इज इंडिया, व्हिच वे इज इंडिया, वेयर इज इंडिया, व्हाट द थिंग्स आर, ग्रैंडपा प्लीज टेल अस हाउ द थिंग्स आर ओवर देयर. So maybe you can fill that gap very well with your kind of an innovative network of 72 schools. Our blessings to you and congratulations to you for such a good work. And regards to Madam also. Both of you are doing a great work. Let me just go to Aradhana ma'am. Now, Aradhana ma'am, I will take on your two areas. Kindly share something on. मुझे एक चीज बता दीजिए, उसको कमल जी भी मुझे बाद में endorse कर सकते हैं. In class, we keep telling to everybody, keep quiet, don't talk. Who is talking? Who is that? Silence, please. And the moment we go out of the school, they tell us, please talk,
Yes.
please say something, tell something about yourself, introduce yourself. So there is a communication problem. The child is confused. Should I say something or I shouldn't say something? I was told all the time to keep quiet. Okay, that is one part. And then comes teacher empowerment. We'll take that area also with you. New education policy in India which has come, let me tell you, the whole world is looking towards India. If this education policy is implemented by Shri Narendra Modi ji in totality, it is going to be a game changer for India. The whole world is looking towards India with this creativity and this new collaborative education policy. So what I would like to make a request, ma'am, पहले तो आप थोड़ा communication skill के बारे में बताइए, कुछ tips. And second part, kindly give us something on, the teacher empowerment program, what you have done. And the topic, of course, the public-private institution partnership means your nearby schools, which are of the government and which are of the private, how as a cluster we all can work together in the new education policy. With these words, Aradhana Rana ma'am.
Dr. Sharma, first I'll take on what you said about communications. You see, I'm a great advocate of Flip Learning, which is, I think, one of your partners also, Flip Learn, but in the sense of NEP and whereas teaching is concerned. So, whatever we've been doing, I didn't know the term Flip Learning when I started advocating the method. It was out of sheer common sense and a sheer pragmatic attitude that I was always in favor of Flip Learning. You know, what you say is very true. In classrooms, when we tell children keep quiet and, you know, listen to me, the whole education method always bothered me. Actually, I started this school because I did not agree with the education methods in schools that I was teaching in. So all my life, I've been teaching in army schools or army-based schools where you're told what to do and you have to sort of do it. There was no innovation which a teacher was allowed to do. So when I started this school, this was my, sort of my project, my baby. So I could implement a lot of things that I really believed in. And right from the beginning, I've been advocating this to my teachers that, you know, what we have to now bring in with children is the sense of responsibility, innovation, creativity, which doesn't come in our methods of learning. And after so many years, I'm so happy that the NEP encompasses all those ideals. So now in flipped learning, there is no communication problem because what we are, giving the students is just guidelines. So they are supposed to, work on it. They're supposed to think. They are supposed to innovate. And when they come into the classroom, open discussion that is making education life relevant. What you said is very true. In life, a good communicator is a great success. I was running a placement agency while we were posted to Delhi. And this is where the whole idea came in, that we had, files full of biodatas, people wanting jobs. And we have had equally thick files full of, positions which people wanted to fulfill. The two were not matching. We used to send people for interviews. They used to fail at them because communication skills were not there. And like Mr. Agarwal said, they may learn any language, but English is the global language. And people generally failed at interviews. So this was my basic concern, where I started writing books on spoken English. I started teaching spoken English. I opened my own institute for spoken English. And when we, had this school, then I've written a series of 8 books, which the school and other schools also go by, on teaching basically communicative skills and spoken English. I always used to tell them, if you're a plain graduate and a good communicator, you're more likely to get a job than if you have 3 MAs and, 1 B.Ed and whatever, if you're not a good communicator. So it's very important, and right from the beginning, a confident child is what we want to produce. So in ICON, we nurture children for their creativity, for their confidence. We have a lot of stage activity. We have a lot of forums where they can, sort of orate. My USP is oratory skills for the school. And the children really do very well. I'm very proud to say any ICON child anywhere outside told to speak will speak well and will sort of capture an audience. So they are not, no child of mine will ever go up on stage and get nervous. So these kind of skills are very, very important. So this is the USP of the school. Now, whereas the NEP is concerned, how beautifully, it's drafted. And Mr. Modi, I think we made his life, Corona has made his life very easy on the education sector. What we could have achieved in 10 to 15 years, we've been able to achieve now. And it's all encompassed in this. The education policy actually is based on this. So if he was planning to implement it, say, 10 years later, he can actually implement it within 2 years, because we are quite ready for it. And this empowerment of teachers and students has come up so much in these 9 months. When the pandemic broke out, we were all at sea, and we didn't know, I didn't know what Zoom was. I didn't know what a webinar was. And suddenly within this month, we had to explore. And of course, Google is like my bap. So anything you ask, it gives you. So it was such an exciting period. And initially, I don't know, I would like to believe my teachers did it because they loved it, but it was forced upon them. But now I'm sure they love it. We've just been through a whole capsule of super teacher training, which, a lot of enthusiastic people have got together and they made this capsule. They have taught us 650 apps that we can use all free. We did not know they existed. So we were sort of, going to Google and asking every day, what can we use? Now we found innovative methods to train our students also. It's very difficult to keep a student engaged and glued to the screen when a teacher is not there physically to monitor. So how can we keep them interested? We can't tell them switch on your cameras, come to class. So the best way is to provide that education in such an interesting manner that the student wants to come. Now, where is the student interested? He is interested in video games, because these days students love gadgets. So that's what I tell them. I said, well, if you love gadgets, use them on the positive side. So we have now gamified almost all our education. So now students love to come to our online classes. We don't have much of a problem of absenteeism or, students not wanting to attend classes, because this is what they're doing. So when they, you would be surprised how class 2, 3, 4 children are making their projects, are using the apps, are coming up with such ideas that every time is a wow moment. So we conduct all our, competitions, oratory programs, everything online, and we just got very comfortable with it. The parents, the best thing is the parents who are cribbing most of the time, school mein ye nahi hai, wo nahi hai. Now I hear so much of appreciation that they are going gaga over the way the school is conducting, all this, and how much their kids are learning. So we've got them into the fold. I can't think of a single negative of this whole period in education. So it's really been, so good. And then now we'll talk about, in later this thing about the topic, which is the PPPs, the public.
We can take in this round only. We can take in this round only because there's no next round.
No, next round means let Mr. Agarwal come up with this, and then we'll come up to the topic.
Great, Great, thank
you.
Meanwhile, thank you very much, Aradhana ji. And I would request all the participants, those are coming on the YouTube, GS Motivator, now kindly post your idea. What do you think? The new education policy 2020, where they have told there should be a cluster, that you should collaborate with your nearby schools. Somebody may be for art, somebody may be for commerce, somebody may be for science, somebody may be good at incubation, somebody may be at Atal Tinkering Lab. And then our chamber brought new thing to India that is called Finishing Lab. We brought in 1994, and I'm so very happy. Etiquettes, manners, gesture, body language, articulation, confidence, communication, interpersonal skill, going abroad, all that being adopted when we work for the RUSA, Rashtriya Uchitar Shiksha Abhiyan. And today, if you go to the AICT portal of India, you will see the word over there, finishing school.
Very good.
And that is the concept which our chamber brought exclusively for the services sector, because today, entire analysis are you require focus only 10% on a hard skill, it can be acquired. You got to dedicate 75% on your soft skills.
Right, so it is like that. So I think that is part which is, I think I should be expecting in the new education policy. And after that, when we talk about education, I don't know what is the term education totally means with the all bodies in the world, but especially I wanted to emphasize for my country, which is India, like generally it should be mental, physical and value education.
Thank you very much. Very well. Okay, ma'am, let's have the concluding remark. A minute I can spend more with you because I have got another Australia's program at 4 o'clock. Okay. Please go ahead.
Basically...
No, your mic is mute.
Basically, you see, the thing is what we are discussing today is a private-public partnership, and studies can actually all of us see what kind of state the government schools are in. My objection is that we are taxpayers. We pay the taxes to the government. How dare they not have schools which equate to public schools? And every time they falter, they look at public schools to support them. I'm not against supporting them. But the fact is that, like in Singapore, it is a pride of a citizen to send their children to the state-owned schools. You don't get admissions there. If you don't get admission, then people go to private schools. In India, it's the opposite. People are hankering to go into private schools. And then more and more, obviously it's a business opportunity. More and more schools do open. When more and more schools open, the quality goes down. So it is, I think, the government's duty to provide schools which keep up to the private schools. Now what are they doing? What they are doing is not bringing up the government schools to the private school standards. What they are doing is they are bringing the private schools to the government school standards. To equate standards, you don't have to bring us down. There are so many restrictions. The monitoring is so strict, not in the positive sense. Everything that you want to innovate, create, it's put down by government rules. Why? I mean, we are good schools. We are providing quality education. Give us some breathing space. Everything, so much of paperwork that you have to do. So ultimately, you will land up being a, government school. So this partnership should be in the positive sense. Yes, we are big schools. We have the finances. We can bring up some this thing, but why isn't the government being responsible about it? Now, when they opened the model schools, what did the government aided schools? What did they do? Private schools, they gave them some kind of aid to bring them up. They were totally in charge of monitoring the system to see how effective they are. Now, if I have to take on a government school, if I have to take it under my wing, give me the leeway. I will develop it. I will take care of it. But you can't put so much restrictions on me that all the time I'm answerable to your, rules which are archaic laws. I don't agree with them. Why isn't B.Ed a progressive kind of, course? B.Ed, they're still teaching those, whiteboards and those rollout boards and lesson plans. We don't need them. We are in the Google age. So why aren't we, all these apps that we have now learned on our own, that should be taught in B.Ed? How are we going to do flip learning? How are we going to, have the students all excited about learning? No. We are having question number 1, question number 2, how many marks, you answer like that, this format, that format. We are not progressing. So this is the government's job. In NEP, first they have to improve the teachers' training. Once teachers are well trained, they are good, they will become good government school teachers. Such high salaries they get. What are they doing? So ultimately, let it be, offloaded to the private sector. It's okay. Have a little bit of monitoring so that there's no corruption, there is no this thing, but don't bog us down with, your paperwork, what you're supposed to do, how you're supposed to do, open school, this date, don't open school. We are fed up of this government restriction. And that is why ultimately what they're going to do is bring the private schools onto their level. It's going to be a sad day. So this is what NEP should do.
Thank you very much. Thanks a lot. Very kind of you. It was a wonderful input from both of you. We wish both of you a grand success, great success, wonderful road ahead, wonderful future. Stay safe, stay fine. So ladies and gentlemen, public-private partnership and the cluster part, networking with neighbors and everybody, that is the future. All of us, we got to make the entire education ecosystem grow together. I think some very, very valuable inputs had been given by Kamalji and Aradhana ma'am. We are thankful to you. Look forward to meeting you on some other day. Stay safe, stay fine, stay healthy, and take care of everybody whosoever is associated